Alright, like I said, much apologies for, all of this crap. Actually, don't need this up anymore. Alright, let's see. Okay, let's try this again. As I said, this is my first time dual streaming, so... Okay. Try not to stress too much about it. No technical difficulties happen to the best of us. Just trying to keep my eyes on everything here. Yes, hello, Azamil. Yes, this is Harvest Moon DS Cute. So you can probably see from the title, I am attempting to dual stream to YouTube and Twitch. And, yeah. Been having a bit of difficulty, but hopefully it'll all be okay now. Can't remember if I left my chickens outside. If it is, it's snowing, and that's not good. Let's see what he wants. Almost forgot about this part. Well, I know it's a lot to ask, but I'm a bit of a pain. Really, you want a peach of all things? It's usually freaking. Wonder if I can reload. Yeah, it'll be something different. If not, then oh well. I guess I'm not doing this side quest. I had a bit of a pinch. Okay, so it does scroll through with each save, so... I'll see if I can, reload until, until I can, actually get something that I have for me. Until he actually asks me for something I have. So, Also, I'm asking for a golden egg as a glitch because I don't think there are golden eggs in the Harvest Moon DS games. Oh my god, another peach. Maybe it just cycles through like 2 or whatever. Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life. That one's pretty fun. I quite enjoyed it. I did mention in my review that I did prefer the original, but the remake is still very good. Still has pretty much everything that I liked about the original. That's a Matsuke, that's a mushroom, yeah. Oh gosh, am I just gonna end up cycling through all of his shit so I can get the thing? Probably. Yes, thank you, yes, indeed, Lex. I, finally got my internet to cooperate. Rather, my internet decided to behave. Alright. I don't want to. Okay, so I'm not just go. I don't really want to have us just spend the whole stream trying to save Scum. So, we'll see how this goes. I had a dispute with the mayor in the neighboring town. What does he want? Alright, you know what? Fuck you, Mayor. I'm not gonna do your shit now. You know, the reward for that is a harvest sprite and a piece of gold lumber, but, you know what? I don't really care that much. I want to say accept, so then he'll fuck off. And then, but I'm just gonna, like, snub him. Yeah, guess, we're in the same boat with that. Whenever, with, internet acting like a butthead whenever you want to stream. It's like, you know, of all the times, really, internet, you gotta poop out whenever I'm trying to stream, but you're not gonna poop out whenever I'm just doing work or goofing off on the internet. Yeah. Yeah. Boy. Yeah, that's what I want. Go here. Just check. Well, I'm glad things are going smoothly now. Let's hope it stays that way. Did you? Nope. Alright, let's continue on our way then. I just forgot what I was doing. One second, just got to... Hello, Dracowise, was it? Yes. Hope you enjoy the stream. Excuse me, just, getting this here. Yeah, I haven't played, Dracowise. I haven't played, Back to Nature yet, but that's definitely one on the list. Because I know that is considered one of the best Harvest Moon games, along with Harvest Moon 64, which I very much enjoyed as well. Yes, they made a few for the DS actually. First one was called Harvest Moon DS, which had the male player character. Right, this is Harvest Moon DS Cute with the female character. Yes, what else? What else? Harvest Moon, Sunshine Islands, and Island of Happiness. I don't know. I don't remember which one came first, but one of them was a sort of a re-release of the other, and yeah, and also the Sunshine Island games. The Sunshine Island games are remakes, kind of the Game Boy Color games, I believe. They're sort of kind of remakes. Then there was A Tale of Two Towns. Then that's when they started releasing them on the 3DS. So I'm glad you enjoyed my Mr. Mosquito video. I quite enjoyed making it. And also, my mom lets me have 2 screens because I've been a good girl for Christmas. I'm glad you like my channel so much, and yes, like I said, you know, I've been neglecting streaming a little bit as of late, but I have been saying I've been trying to get some streams into my schedule more regularly, because I enjoy it, so, hopefully I can keep that up. Yes, and also I do think learning about new games and the stories behind them are pretty cool, and I think if there are things I think other people would find cool, I like to share that. Share the love, if you will. I'm not going to try to stress out too much about streaming, but I do enjoy it, so I do want to try to make room for it when I can. Your save's coming, because That is the easiest way to make money in this game. How far am I along in this Harvest Moon? This is, well, first of all, thank you. Glad you enjoy my, style. Don't really get to wear this, Lolita fashion too often. Well, I mean, I guess there's nothing stopping me. It's just, like, I don't necessarily feel like wearing it every day just to do, mundane stuff. So I figure, you know what? I might as well wear it on stream because I like it. I enjoy wearing it and getting all dolled up. But anyway, back to Harvest Moon. This is, Winter Year 1, so not too far into the game. Also, I don't know if I'll play Rune Factory on stream. Yeah, I like Rune Factory. I'm just not 100%. That's not really in any plans at the moment. But, you know, never say never and all that. What else was I gonna say? Right, so, you know what, I'll give after I'm done with this here, I'll give a quick overview of what exactly your goal is in this Harvest Moon, because this is one that actually has a sort of concrete goal in it. After I'm done with my save scumming. Oops. Almost done. So I made a review of this game a long time ago. So if you want to that kind of explains the backstory of it. But I'll tell you what your goal is in this game here in a second. So what you want to do is you have to find 60 harvest sprites to bring back the goddess, because the goddess pissed off the Harvest King, which we never actually see on screen. We just see his text box. Okay, we need 60 harvest sprites. As you can see, we have 39 now. So we're almost 2/3 of the way there, with 39 out of 60. I don't know why they didn't just make it. There's 101 sprites in total, and you need to find 60. I don't know why they didn't just make it half by saying you just need 50 sprites, but whatever. Not really important, I guess. And, right. So you find sprites by doing certain things, such as shipping crops or watering squares. It's basically things you would do in the game normally. Some of them do have more special requirements. Like, I think, what is it? To get I think, the leader of the healing sprites, you need to, jump into the one hot spring, like, 100 or 200 times, I can't remember. It's a pretty large number. Stay in there for at least 30 minutes and keep doing that for like 200 times or whatever. And if you want to get that, if you want to unlock that hot spring, you have to be friends, become BFFs with one of the villagers. And, oh geez, hold on a second. Yeah, hold on, this is important. Gonna disconnect this for a minute. Hello? Jeez. Hold on, 1 second. Derek. Sorry, I might have accidentally hit hung up when I meant to, say pick up. What's up? What's up? Is something wrong with your dad? Oh, no, oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, I'm in the middle of a stream right now, unfortunately. Are you sure? Alright, I'm sorry. Should I, start trying this stream early? Are you sure? I mean, like I said, if you really think I should go, then I'll, pack up, or, you know. Alright, well, I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure everything's okay, and that, you know, if you really need me there for, like, support or whatever, then I want to be there. But okay, if you say it's okay, then I'll talk to you soon. Alright, love you, bye-bye. Hello, yes, that was just a bit of family stuff. Everything's okay though. Everything's okay just for now. But that was kind of important. Uh, anyway, yeah, it's, with villagers, and really just any, characters in general, it just takes a while to, actually get their friendship up. And, like, even if you use a guide and look at all their favorite, you know what all their favorite gifts are and such, and you talk to them every day, you can really only do that so much. What do I want to do? Today is Sunday. Right, crap, I forgot to ship these. Get you in here. Get you in here. Save. Just to play it safe. Just checking some stuff out stream-wise, and then we're back in business. Da, 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 da. There we go. to see that the actual dual streaming part is working as well, as in I'm streaming simultaneously to both Twitch and YouTube. That's working. Like I said, I know that that's just, you know, if you can do it, might as well. Increases your audience potentially, or increases your potential audience. Plus, I totally get not necessarily everyone that sees me on YouTube as a Twitch account or necessarily wants to make one, and I get that. I'll go fishing a bit, I guess. Not the trash. I hate that. Yeah, I know this is just like, I know this is just for the sake of game mechanics, but imagine getting pooped out just by swinging your fishing rod in. You didn't even get a bite or anything yet, so you're not fighting against any fish, but just throwing it in there is enough to make you pass out. Couldn't be me. Man, fuck this. Whoops, actually. Save scum to make sure we don't get a blizzard. Okay, it's gonna be a blizzard, so I'm gonna save scum because I do not want to deal with the aftermath of a blizzard. I don't want to deal with the aftermath of a blizzard because all of my animals will get pissed off. Okay, now it's sunny. Alright. For a minute I was like, uh-oh. Am I gonna be trapped in a blizzard? Nope. Oopsie. Oh, no, where was I? Right. I've never been fishing IRL, but it could be fun. Can't really say I've had a huge interest in fishing, but, you know, could be nice to just, you know, be out in nature. Try not to get eaten by bugs. But no, you know, could be interesting. Not really interested in eating the fish. I'll probably just do the whole catch and release, but you know. If JRPG characters like to go fishing, then there must be something to it that's fun and exciting. You always see those JRPG characters fishing. And it's a cat. That's 4 chickens. Yeah, plus being in the middle of a nice lake. Check out all these chickens. To do. There we go. The next story seasons or Harvest Moon's gonna be actually. Wait, actually there's a I think it's called Home Sweet Home. It's a mobile game, but I haven't played that one. I wonder what other you know, mainline titles are gonna be. I actually enjoyed Winds of Anthos quite a bit. Have you met the Kappa? The Kappa is not in this one. He's only in the Mineral Town one, unfortunately. But yes, I have met the Kappa in the, in those games, though. Both in the remake and the original GBA, Mineral Town games. He's kind of a dick. But, he did give me a, Kappa berry for, bugging him with cucumbers. Can't believe you could actually it's funny that you could actually marry him in the first place. He's not really a great husband, though. I saw someone else record the cutscenes if you marry him, and the farmer will even ask, "Why did I marry him?" And you know what? That's a really good question. I mean, I'm sure he married your player character because he knows he can get a steady stream of cucumbers from you. That's about it. And for the pregnancy event, he'll just be like, "Hey, you're pregnant," and then that's it. It's like, yes, you can marry the Kappa, and yes, both the Game Boy Advance and the and the remake version of More Friends of Mineral Town / Mineral Town. Again, I don't really know why you would, unless you really into aquatic mythological Japanese creatures, but yeah, that's about it. That's, yeah. But yeah, it's obvious that the cop only sees the farmer as a meal ticket. I don't know what it's like if you married him as a male farmer in the remake, because I think the goddess gives you a child, I think, if you have a same-sex relationship. So I wonder if the couple was like, hey, the goddess gave us this baby, and then he fucks off again back to the lake. Either way, not a great husband. Why can you marry a coppa but not a dragon in the Rune Factory? Because, yeah, I don't have an answer for that. I guess it's because Marvelous has some really weird lines in the sand that they draw. You can also marry the cooking judge, the gourmet, in the Mineral Town games. But of course, since you only get to see him once a year, it takes like 30 in-game years to actually get enough heart levels to marry him. So that's only if you're a masochist, I guess. Oh, and in this game, in Harvest Moon DS, there is a princess that lives on one of the floors deep down in the mines, and she has very expensive tastes. So not only do you have to dig or fall or whatever your way down to the level where she's sleeping. Yeah, diamonds. She also act for her heart event. She'll actually specifically ask for certain items. I think her first heart event has her asking for finest or ultimate curry, and another point she asks for a piece of gold lumber. And yeah, for her just regular gifts you can give her, she does like gemstones and such. I mean, I guess she is a princess. A princess of what? I don't know, but she looks quite old, so... Well, based on her clothing, at least, she looks like she's from a long time ago, so... Maybe she was the princess of some ancient civilization before this town came to be. The Forget-Me-Not Valley came to be. And then, of course, there's marrying the goddess in either the Game Boy Advance or DS games. Huge pain in the ass. Again, not really worth it unless you are, unless you're a masochist. So yeah, funny thing about marriage as a female main character in the Harvest Moon DS Cute. You could have a quote-unquote best friend ceremony in the Japanese versions with the special bachelorettes, but let's face it, it's pretty much is just getting married, seeing as how you share a home and bed and all that. At least with most of them, except for the goddess, because, again, she just stays in her pond. But that was taken out in the international releases. But funny enough, you can get the, you can activate their, heart events as the female main character, but they just won't accept your proposal. So I guess, so it seems like it was almost shoddily kind of, taken out. But, again, there are mods, of course, nowadays. Not that I've ever modded a game like this, a DS game or whatever. But, you know, plenty of mods out there now for that kind of thing. Yes, platonically in love. Or in love platonically, and our roommates. And happen to sleep next to each other. And also raise a child together. Makes sense. But no, of course now in all in modern releases of these games, you can have same-sex marriage, but I've seen quite a few mods for the older games now, since that does allow for same-sex relations. I've never modded any game like I said, I've never modded that game, but I can't imagine it's very difficult, considering they're fairly prevalent. I should note, modding that game does require emulation, which is not difficult either. I'm just saying, just to make that clear. At least I don't think you can mod. I can't imagine you can mod the cartridge or a disc. I mean, maybe you can, but like I said, I imagine that you would have to get an emulated version to use any mods. Yeah, there's your daily dose of Harvest Moon relationship history, I guess. There's also the mermaid I talked about in my one Harvest Moon glitch video, where I talked about in the original Harvest Moon DS, there's a glitch where she'll blow away in a storm if you have a pond for her. She might get blown away in a typhoon and you'll never see her again. From what I understand, it is quite rare, but, you know, kind of sucks either way for her and you. I don't... Still draw my attention. Hey, nice one, Mike Awesome X. Yes, I'm doing quite well. Hopefully you're doing fine, and hopefully everyone else is doing pretty cool as well. Just having a low-key stream. What was I doing? Right. Just checking stuff here. So glad you like the Arthur videos. Said I was kind of surprised to see how popular they became. But, you know what? I'm glad people enjoy them, because I enjoy making them. I'm definitely going to make more of them, but I'm also going to make sure I focus on my, on my game. I still want to make sure I put focus on my gaming videos as well. So I like gaming. A lot. Obviously. Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't have cable either, so lots of PBS Kids for me as well. And also, whatever stuff 4Kids was playing. Or, you know, whatever, Four Kids cartoon block was on. Yeah, I know Four Kids isn't that great. Or, you know, kind of iffy, at least, when it came to their localizations, but, you know, I'm at least thankful that they introduced those things to me. But yeah, Arthur, that was great. Four Kids stuff I enjoyed watching. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was one of my favorite shows. I also really liked Winx Club. Those are probably my two favorites. Also watched had some Blues Clues VHS tapes I watched a lot of. Hey, Blues Clues, pretty fucking cool. Great show. It's how I learned what the color turquoise was and magenta. Not many toddler shows out there, as far as I know, teach you those kinds of colors. So as for archiving these streams, Sagwa, yes, I do actually remember Sagwa, the Chinese Siamese cats. That's how I also learned who Amy Tan was. Of course, she's a very prolific Chinese American author. I found out who she was through that show, or that cartoon. Also, the older brother in that show has also voiced DW. That's cool. But yeah, cute show. Definitely enjoyed it. Funny enough, I never did read the actual Sagwa picture book that Amy Tan wrote. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Yeah, and the dad in Sagwa as well, Bava Cat. He's also voiced by Mr. Ratburn's voice actor. So that's pretty cool too. I didn't even realize that until I was an adult, how many voice actors that show shared. Yeah, Dragon Tales was good as well. I like that one. How's the weather? Very cold. Seriously, last night I think it dipped down to negative 10. It's very cold, as you could tell. I was about to say, it's very cold in a lot of places. Just lost my train of thought there. Yeah, Between the Lions? Yes, I remember that one too. Wishbone, that was another good one. You know, what was cool about Wishbone too is that actually had the kids growing up. They just kept the same cast as they went through middle school and then high school. Which I thought was pretty cool, instead of just them replacing the cast whenever the kids got too old. Lamb Chop. Don't remember that one actually very well. I don't know if I watched that one or not. Funny, but I just know that Lamb Chop lives on as dog toys now, which is kind of dark. But I still see Lamb Chop dog toys in pet stores and such. Speaking of voice actors, I know that David Reed, aka Arthur's dad's voice actor, was in a couple of the Assassin's Creed games as well, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm not really a big Robot Chicken person myself, but I'm definitely aware of its existence, as I'm sure most people are. Wishbone reads 50 Shades of Grey. Gosh, that'd be, oh gosh, I never heard of, GG Bond. Is that a, streamer person? But, of course, with, Wishbone reading, with Wishbone covering classic books, I think it would have been funnier if he happened to be, if he, did a Marquis de Sade, parody. Reading Rainbow, yes. That one was very good as well. Was definitely one that was more, low-key and relaxed, which I always like. I like more low-key stuff than relaxed when it comes to kid shows. About a little pig who's a spy. It's certainly interesting. You like my vibe? I'm glad you do. I like to keep people engaged, but I also don't like to not necessarily hyperactive. But hopefully I can keep people interested despite that. Not that I dislike streamers that are more energetic. I definitely do. I'm just saying that's talking about my own personal style. This thought that character looks like that girl from Final Fantasy VII. You mean, chick with the blonde hair that was just outside the cave? Yeah, that's Flora, and she does kind of look like her with the hair, but I'll talk to her once I'm done here. Yeah, I get you. I don't like I'm not particularly fond of jangling keys entertainment myself, to put it lightly. Again, you can be energetic and not feel like patronizing or whatever. I'm not at all saying that's bad to be more energetic. If you're, that's your kind of vibe. I'm just saying that, there's a fine line between being more excitable and energetic than being kind of patronizing and, for lack of a better term, brain rotting. Where's Flora? Crap, I don't know, did I miss her? Oh well. Something really traumatic about Harvest Moon series. Yeah, especially, and it's a 64 version. Yeah, I completely forgot, I almost forgot about, the grandmother dying at the beginning of the second year. That's actually quite sad, and especially because her granddaughter Ellie, she'll be quite, distraught for the few days afterwards. Yeah, it's kind of, that is quite a, whammy for the kids out there. But yes, I am using an emulator, though for the record, I do own a copy of this game. I got this, I had since I was a kid. So this is an emulator, it's just, makes it quite easy to stream this game. Alright, glad to see you drop by, Mike Awesome X. Glad to see you enjoy the stream. What else is traumatized? Oh yes, another thing that's traumatizing in the game is the death of, Nina in the Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. Like, 3 years pass and then she's gone, and her, Galen, her husband, he's extremely depressed for, I think, the rest of the year. He won't even accept any of her gifts. It's not until the year after, year 2, where he starts to kind of have more of a, get back to some sort of normalcy. It's sad, too, because it's fairly realistic whenever two people have been married for that long, have had a healthy relationship, and one of them passes away, other one doesn't really, because kind of left lost. Oh, geez, I need a drink of water. It's like it's almost like an Up. You can see that in Up as well. Yeah, but yeah, this is a sort of kind of remake of the Harvest Moon DS and DS Cute are sort of kind of remakes of A Wonderful Life. Not quite as dark as A Wonderful Life, because you don't die in the end, but still. But yeah, people kind of generalize Harvest Moon, the older Harvest Moon games, as wholesome and stuff, and they are. Don't get me wrong, but there definitely were darker elements as well. Like you said, Ozamil, there's the grandpa that's taking care of his granddaughter because the granddaughter's mother, aka his daughter, just kind of dropped her off at grandpa's house and abandoned her. And he's just trying to do the best he can, it's clear. Yeah, the alcoholism is also more prevalent in 64 because Karen's dad is Gots in that game, and he's kind of an asshole. So he drinks to escape. Yeah, I definitely prefer Gots' characterization in the Mineral Town games, where he's just kind of grumpy, but he's not a bad guy. He's also just sad because his wife and daughter died one day. So he just lives alone. Kind of reminds me of the grandpa from the book Heidi. Yeah, well, these games were based, well, the original Harvest Moon game was based off of the creators, as at least partially based off of the creator's own experiences living in the countryside in Japan. So it's entirely possible that he took some inspiration from his real life people that he knew and put them in here. I will say too, I do prefer one characterization I do prefer in 64 is Potpourri's, because I don't really like how progressively childish she got with each new iteration that she was in. Like in 64, she had somewhat childish qualities, but not to the extent that she became, where she was just basically a woman child. She even tells her dad, like, Dad, I'm not a kid anymore. Stop picking me up like I'm a little kid at one point. Yes, he keeps getting more ooh. That's one way of putting it. But yeah, I did quite enjoy her characterization in 64. Where again, she did have somewhat childish qualities, but she was still, you know, enough of an adult. It still seemed like an adult, and again, not a woman child. I guess her more childish tendencies kind of kicked in by Mineral Town, but but still not nearly as bad as it eventually became in the DS games, particularly. Like in this game, I can't remember if he does in the Game Boy Advance games, but in this game, for the Halloween-esque event where you give kids candy to kids, she comes to your door and asks for candy, and I'm like, bitch, get your own candy. You're an adult. This is for the kids, god damn it. Anyways, what are we doing here now? Checking the weather, that's what. Checking the weather. Yeah, I like Ellie as well. I also really like Mary slash Marie. Depending on what version you have. But, um, but yeah, I like, those two are probably my favorite bachelorettes in the, Mineral Town games. Oh yeah, my, watering cans went ready. Even though the nurse Ellie was a rival to my main squeeze, the doctor, I still liked her as a character. It's funny you've never married in any Harvest Moon, considering how important marriage, or significant at least, marriage is in those games. Especially in A Wonderful Life. If you don't get married in that game, the game just ends. It's like, alright, I guess if you want to be single for the rest of your life, then fuck you. But no, I get why they were doing that whole theme about building a family and next generation and all that. It's just kind of funny to think about. He didn't want to commit. You know, funny enough, it's funny I thought you mentioned about not wanting to commit, because in Harvest Moon 64 there is a photo album system where during certain important events you'll get a picture to commemorate it, get added to the photo album. And one of the photos you can get is if you get all of the bachelorettes at maximum heart level, and it will have your farmer surrounded by all the girls. That's quite funny. I thought that they actually had an achievement, if you will, about that. It's funny you mentioned about, like, in The Sims a kid would be taken away, because in Harvest Moon, Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life, it's possible, it's very difficult, you actually have to actively be trying to do so, but in that game, you can, if you do literally nothing on your farm, your spouse will leave you and take the kid, and the game will end. Again, though, you have to almost be trying to be a lazy asshole in that game to get that bad ending. But it's still funny they put it in there at all. Yeah. Speaking of sense of humor, oh yeah, if you use the golden lumber on your farm, it's funny that like everyone will just hate you for it. Even the goddess will call you out on it. Cause it's like, how dare you show off your wealth like that? And it's like, cool. It's like, man, fuck you. Don't act like you're not just jealous. Oh yeah, of course, I know I've talked about this a lot before, but then there's of course you being able to proxy murder the mayor in the original Harvest Moon DS. And it's kind of sad they never put that in the game again, because that's fucking hilarious. So you could just kill the mayor. Kind of. You can also poison the whole town as well in the Harvest Moon DS games for the autumn stew feasts they have. If you put in a level 99 poison mushroom or poison herb, you can just kill everyone and the credits will roll. Unfortunately, it takes a lot of effort to get that. But still, it's funny that, again, they put that in there. And it's sad that, it's a little sad that they don't have that kind of fucked up humor anymore in Harvest Moon. I never played Tree of Tranquility, but I did play Animal Parade, at least a good bit of it, and I really like that one. Only issue with that one is, like, it's really slow paced. I mean, I guess it's not really an issue, it's just that, you know. It's just that, I know it might not be everyone's cup of tea. Plus, there's long loading screens. Which can be a bit irritating. Oh yeah, in this game as well, not just in Harvest Moon 64, but in this game, people will also bitch you out for your animals dying, even if they died of old age. Because fuck you for not finding immortality, I guess. Or finding the key for immortality, I guess. Like, what the hell, man? thing that I thought was cool about Harvest Moon Animal Parade was the rival children, which if I'm not mistaken, hadn't been seen since Harvest Moon 64. I thought that was pretty cool that, you know, you're not just the only one that's allowed to get married and have kids. But now they don't even have rival marriages at all anymore, which sucks, I think. Not that. Because you want to have a son so that they could beat all the other sons of the villagers. That would be something. Oh yeah, Animal Parade also lets you have 2 children. This is another rarity for the series, since you usually only get to have 1 in those games. I know that the first rebranding of Story of Seasons for the 3DS, I know if you got married, you would have twins in that game. Funny enough, the very first Harvest Moon game actually lets you have 2 children as well. Not like the kids really do much, but still. And you know, the original Harvest Moon is still a pretty cool game. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit dated in some ways, but I think it's still pretty good. And fun to play. I mean, the English translation is kind of janky, but you know, gameplay-wise, not too bad. A bit more simplistic, of course, than later entries, but for pretty much the first ever farming sim game, not too bad. What else? There we go. Ah! No! Stop! I'm pressing the wrong buttons, damn it. I'll go for another round. Also, I just noticed you followed me, Draco Wise. Thank you. An hour ago, actually. Yeah, sorry I didn't catch that, as I was busy trying to make sure things were running smoothly. But yeah, glad you enjoy the stream. Right, I don't think I finished what I was saying about how I'm going to archive this, but if I did, worth mentioning again, just to be safe, I will probably be putting these in an unlisted playlist so that people can watch them and also hopefully not have it affect the algorithm affect my channel too much if I keep it unlisted, but still able to be accessed, or you know, I'll keep the videos unlisted and keep them in a public playlist folder so they can still be easily accessed without it interfering too much with the algorithm. I saw at least a couple other people do that who stream and also make regular videos. But no, I have not played Field of Mistra, but it does look very cool. I really love the art style in that. Like that sort of vintage anime style that they have there. And plus, even the pixel art for it is pretty cool. Yeah, definitely one I do want to play at some point. The long list of games I want to play. But yeah, love the art style for it. And yeah, it's definitely what got my attention about it. It would be cool to have another, what is it? Shepherd's Crossing game. That one was a bit I liked it because it was on the grittier side. Because you actually have to, slaughter your animals for meat, like people have done for many years, and what many people still do around the world. Like I said, yeah. And also, it's also cool because you get a talking duck. But you can't eat him. But he does have a ball of wine on his back. This is probably the only overtly kind of fantasy thing about that game. I gotta check my alerts, because I don't know if my Twitch alerts are, working or not. So I'm supposed to have an alert for new subscriber, and, bits and such. I'll check that later. You know what, I think I'll finish up this day, and then this in-game day, and then call it a stream. Because I've been streaming for about an hour and a half, which for now I think will be good. Or, you know, I think for now is a good time. Maybe it's just in your own minds. You know what, that's honestly a pretty good... It's honestly a, very plausible theory. That the, talking duck, Brammy or Brummy, I think they changed it for the second one. But yeah, it's entirely possible until but then of course, in the first Shepherd's Crossing at least, I don't know about the second one, but you can unlock some of his friends to help you with farm chores, so you gotta wonder about that then. It's like, is it actually you doing those, chores, and you're just hallucinating those ducks? Makes you wonder. Crap, I keep forgetting to strip my shit. It's also cool that had a, first Shepherd's Crossing game had a, sort of turn-based strategy hunting game, or yeah, turn-based RPG kind of side thing where you could go hunting, and you could also not just hunt things like rabbits or whatever, but also ward off predator animals like wolves. Granted, it was pretty easy, but still, it's kind of still interesting that they had that kind of thing in there. Yeah, and it makes sense it makes sense with hunting in that Shepherd's Crossing setting because it's way out in the countryside. Almost like those sort of tucked away villages. Well, those kinds of villages. So it makes sense that you would have dogs to protect your livestock and your, yeah, well, your livestock and also just protection in general. And plus with hunting, of course, because you don't always have the, you can't necessarily completely rely on just whatever you're farming there for meat. Plus also fur and pelts, of course, helpful. You live far away from any kind of, like, larger towns or city. But yeah, like I said, not Shepherd's Crossing. It would be cool to have more of a grittier farm sim like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like my cutesy farm sims like Harvest Moon and such plenty, obviously, but I just think it's cool to have. I just thought that was kind of cool to see that with Shepherd's Crossing. Whoops, I'm a bit too far. Hey, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, that's right. I did a bit of a clean start with my computer, so I might need to readjust my Twitch alerts. That's fine. It's fine. I just gotta make sure I do that at some point. Save. Where was I? Right. Alright, think this is a good time to stop. Like I said, I've been streaming for just about an hour and a half, and I'm glad to see that things went smoothly for the most part. a bit of a hiccup in the beginning, but everything worked out okay otherwise. But yeah, so definitely enjoyed streaming here. Glad all of you could come, and hopefully I'll be able to see you all for next stream then. Bye!